Good one. My lips and the tongue. Good morning and welcome back to LIMESTONE Carving Workshop. This morning we are going to be on with making an owl. Boom boom. So we got this piece of Cadeby limestone which has a fracture in it, so it's been rejected, but the fracture stops about here-ish. So I'm hoping that our owl, I don't know if we could see, but I've just kind of roughly sketched on kind of the shape of the owl, and I think we'll be all right with that. So essentially what I'm doing here is I've got myself some drawings, I've got myself some pictures, which I've just printed off the internet, which are these pictures, bing, and I'm just going to freehand carve it. I'm not going to make a maquette, I'm just going to draw lines on and cut them off. That's kind of the way I'm going to go today. So, I'm going to chop this off here to get started. First of all though, I need to get into my dusty gear and we'll get cracking. Voila, I'm in my dusty gear. This piece is going to be just a memorial piece for a family who has lost a member of their family, and they want to have something in their garden that will remind them of their loved one. The lady who passed away was a keen lover of owls and had a lot of owl memorabilia, if there's such thing as owl memorabilia. She had a lot of owls in her house, so they want to have a nice little barn owl. What a hell of a day that was. It's now the following morning and I've got the lettering to do on it and a bit of fattening up. There's a bit of tidying up. I'm going to leave this mass underneath the bottom and around the legs of the bird for a bit of stability, because if I take that just to the legs, then, you know, it'll just snap off. It was too much weight. That's the thing with stone. You've got to be careful what you're doing. You can't be making things too thin because they will break. So, I've printed out the lettering. I'm not going to hand draw the letters because that's not my forte. I'm not really practiced at that, so I've just printed out the letters. I'm going to transfer the letters onto here. I've spoken to the family about putting the lettering on, and they said it was cool, so I'm just going to do that. So yeah, a little bit tidying up this morning, and then we'll get that lettering done, all cleaned off, polished up, and there'll be a finished memorial at the end of it. Ideal. Right, so what I've done here is I've made a little face template of the, in fact I'll show you out on the stone. So what I've done here is I've made a little face template, of this, the shape of the face here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I've printed out the letters because I took this home with me earlier to size up the letters, and now I'm going to cut it out and create a stencil so I can transfer the lines onto onto the workpiece. Okay, scrap that. That takes absolutely ages. So I'm gonna try and think of a quicker way of doing it. The letters are really small because they, well yeah, just because the letters are really small. So there's lots of different ways to transfer letters onto stone. I used to use carving paper all the time, but I lost my pad of carving paper and I've never bought any more because I don't really do a lot of lettering anymore. All the lettering jobs I tend to give to my mate Tom next door. So maybe we scrap the plastic and we just cut the letters out of the paper and then use the paper as a stencil. Okay, so that didn't work either because I've got a brand new Stanley blade in there, but it just rips the paper. It doesn't really cut through it very well. I don't know whether the paper's slightly damp. Either way, let's try and come up with something else. Right, this isn't going particularly well. So yeah, I think I'm going to basically just transfer the sizes of each individual block into a little square that's drawn on the stone, and then I can freehand draw the letters on from there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, these are some really small letters. So this Cadeby's not very nice to work with a chisel either, so this will be interesting. We'll see how we get on. Not gonna lie, that is some tiny lettering in a very unforgiving material. But we've got Bradley in, which
just got to get the rest of it in now.
I hope you enjoyed this video, something a bit different to doing normal banker masonry. If you could like, subscribe, comment, share with all your friends, and I will catch you next time.